Hey, this is Dr. Tanisha Wards, and I want to talk to you about something we're seeing more and more of right now, and it's adrenal fatigue. I talk about adrenal fatigue a lot. That's a big part of my practice, is helping people rebuild their bodies so they can make their own energy again. And why I think we're seeing it right now is, well, it's been 8 months, right, since March of 2020. So, I definitely think the stress of the unknown, the stress of what's going to happen next, but also looking at how the body's designed. We're meant to be in fight or flight for seconds or minutes, like literally running from a tiger or a bear, right? We're meant to go into this fight or flight, deal with the stressor, and then come back to normal, come back to homeostasis. We're finding that a lot of us have been in a stress state for 8 months, and it's wearing on us. The adrenal glands that pump out adrenaline and cortisol aren't meant to deal with the quarantine, the lack of being with our tribe and our people, the racial stress and tensions we're seeing, the fires and the floods we're seeing. Like, we're not meant to have one stressor after another. And I feel like last month, September, and now we're going into October, has been particularly stressful with school starting. Like, trying to figure out and navigate what the heck that looks like. It's thrown people into even a deeper state of fight or flight. So we're seeing a lot of adrenal fatigue, and it's affecting the thyroid. When the adrenals are really, really stressed, the thyroid comes in and goes, whoa, slow it down, let's come back to homeostasis. So, we're seeing a lot of people pop up with hypothyroid diagnoses, and thyroid can't get balanced, they can't figure it out. And it's not just the thyroid. You have to look at the body as a whole, and you have to look at the adrenal glands. Are they overworking? And the hypothyroidism is just a symptom of the thyroid trying to balance you. So here's some major adrenal fatigue symptoms I want to go over. And the only true way to test for adrenals being out of balance is a saliva cortisol test. We will take 4 samples of saliva over 24 hours and find out if the cortisol is rising and falling like it should. So looking for things like feeling tired, struggle waking up in the morning, a low thyroid, I mentioned that, irregular menstrual cycles, irregular sex hormones, trouble falling asleep, but you're exhausted, so we call that wired and tired, trouble waking up, but you've slept 8 hours or 10 hours already, a mid-afternoon slump between 1 and 3 p.m. If you have that lull, it's often your adrenal glands. Also, if you wake up at 1 to 3 a.m., that's often your adrenal alarm point. So almost like your circadian rhythms have flipped a little bit. Brain fog, we're seeing autoimmunity pop up from it, mood swings, depression, of course, that could be from a lot of things happening in the world right now, hair loss, lightheadedness. If you're getting chiropractic adjustments and they don't hold, it could be because of a lot of adrenal stress and adrenaline and cortisol in your body. And then slow healing time and slow immune function. So getting the adrenals balanced and under control and not in fight or flight is huge right now, going into cold and flu season, and of course with COVID still present. So things that you can do, I'm a really big fan of things like breath work and meditation to kind of pull you out of that fight or flight state. Diet, getting off refined sugars, refined grains. Exercise, but here's the key with exercise for adrenals: low impact walking, hatha yoga, things that are not going to spike your cortisol. So, not real competitive, harder exercises are best for the adrenals, literally walking. And I'm really a big fan of walking like at sunrise and sunset. That helps set your circadian rhythm. So if you can walk in the morning with the sunrise, that'll wake up the pituitary gland, which helps with the adrenals. And then sometimes people need adrenal support. And knowing what stage of the 8 stages of adrenal fatigue you might be in would help us know how to support you better. But a couple things you could totally just do on your own are vitamin B, vitamin C, adaptogenic herbs, which I've done a lot of videos on that. I'm sure you can find them in our blog posts, and minerals and magnesium at night. So B vitamins, adaptogenic herbs, and vitamin C mostly during the day, and then minerals at night to kind of calm the brain. So yeah, we want to train your brain and your circadian rhythms to be higher in energy in the morning and then slowly go down. So if you're finding your opposite, right, second wind at night, look at the adrenal glands. If you find out you're just stressed feeling, you just kind of feel down and low mood you can't quite put your finger on it, your adrenals and thyroid are probably out of balance, and definitely something we can help you take a look at. Again, Dr. Tanisha Wards with Infinity Wellness Center.